All right, strap in, because today we are diving into the world of Sentry.
It should be fun.
This guy's supposed to be, like, as powerful as a million exploding suns. So, like, how do you even wrap your head around that?
Yeah, that's a lot of power.
Okay, so picture this, right? It's the year 2000, and Marvel Comics just drops this bombshell on us, right? Sentry. This dude has supposedly been around the whole time, but we've just all collectively forgotten him.
The whole world just, like, forgot he existed.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's not just us readers. I'm talking everyone in the Marvel universe. Spider-Man, Wolverine, Professor X, everybody.
That's wild. So Marvel just rewrites their whole continuity like that.
It was a bold move. I mean, how do you introduce a character who can go toe-to-toe with the Hulk or Thor and not have it feel like, completely unbelievable?
That's tough needle to thread.
Right. But making everyone forget he existed, that's genius. It instantly adds all this mystery and intrigue, right? Like, what did this guy do to get himself erased from existence?
I see what you mean. Like, he's not some new guy showing up and challenging the status quo. He's always been the status quo. We just didn't know it.
Exactly. And the more you think about it, the crazier it gets. Like, imagine you're Robert Reynolds, the guy behind the mask. You're just, living your life, and bam! You suddenly remember you're basically a walking, talking nuclear bomb with a cape.
That's going to mess you up, right?
No kidding. But okay, let's get into the specifics here.
Yeah.
What can this guy actually do? What kind of powers are we talking about?
Buckle up, because we're talking about a laundry list of powers here. We're talking super strength.
Like Hulk level strength?
Oh, yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Plus, speed that make Quicksilver jealous. He can fly, teleport. He can even manipulate matter at a molecular level.
Hold on, seriously. Manipulate matter. So, like, he could turn lead into gold.
Or turn you into a frog. That's all on the table with this guy. He can even resist reality warpers. It's like he's got this, like, immunity to the really crazy stuff. It's honestly kind of terrifying when you really think about it.
Okay, see, now that is what hooks me every time. I mean, the serum origin story. Classic comic book stuff, we've seen it a million times. But then they went and tied him to the actual birth of the Marvel Universe. Now that's next level stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got this guy, right? Practically a god among superheroes. You'd think finding villains who could even challenge him would be impossible.
You'd think so, yeah.
But no. Sentry's biggest enemy isn't some intergalactic warlord or a giant space robot. It's himself.
The classic hero's dilemma.
Exactly, and that's where the Void comes in.
Yeah, the Void. Now, that's where things get really interesting. Because we're not talking about some separate entity, some bad guy he can just punch into submission.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
This is the dark side of Sentry's own power. Like a living shadow of all his fears, all his insecurities. And it's every bit as strong as he is. Potentially even stronger.
Wait, so it's like what the more powerful Sentry gets, the more powerful this Void thing becomes too.
Pretty much, yeah. They're two sides of the same coin, inextricably linked.
The Void knows everything Sentry knows.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like trying to fight a version of yourself that knows your every weakness, every insecurity, every doubt you've ever had. Talk about a mental mind game.
That's just messed up. Imagine the mental strain on Sentry, knowing that even a moment of doubt could unleash this force that could rip the universe apart. That's a heavy burden to carry, even for a superhuman.
Absolutely. It's psychological warfare on a cosmic scale. And the thing is, the Void doesn't just mess with Sentry's head. It has its own set of powers. Scary ones.
Oh, so we're talking more than just super strength and teleportation here.
We're talking reality warping, energy manipulation on a scale that's almost impossible to comprehend. But what makes the Void truly terrifying is its insidious nature. It feeds on negativity, doubt, despair. So the more Sentry tries to suppress it, the stronger it becomes.
So it's like this awful feedback loop.
Exactly. And it's led to some of the most epic and downright disturbing conflicts in Marvel history.
Okay, so we've got this crazy, powerful hero wrestling with his even crazier evil twin. Where does the story go from there?
Well, things take a turn for the dramatic. Even Shakespearean, you might say.
Oh, you mean because he dies?
You've been reading ahead, haven't you? But yeah, Sentry bites the big one. And we're not talking about some random accident with a cosmic bus here.
This is a big Marvel death, isn't it?
We're talking about Null, the god of symbiotes.
Okay, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. For those of us who need a refresher, who exactly is this guy?
Oh, only the guy who spawned Venom and Carnage. Basically the embodiment of pure darkness, pure evil.
Right. Okay, so we're not talking about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man villain here. This is serious business. Even for Sentry, going up against Null.
Like bringing a knife to a gunfight. In space.
Ouch. So what does that mean? It's game over? The end of Sentry?
Well, in the world of comics, death is rarely the end of the story, right?
True. Very true. So what happened? Did he pull a Superman and come back to life?
It's a little more complicated than that. You see, when Sentry died, his power, it didn't just disappear. It was more like it was scattered, fragmented, spread across the universe.
Oh, this is like that thing in, what was it called? That movie with Bruce Willis, Unbreakable.
Kind of, yeah. But instead of one guy inheriting Sentry's power, it went to 6 different people.
6 people. That's like 6 times the chaos. Are they all superheroes now?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We've got 6 individuals running around with a fraction of Sentry's power. Some might use it for good, others, well, let's just say they might have a different idea what to do with all that power.
This is why I love comics, always keeping us on our toes. But there was one,
Mallory Gibbs. Yeah, she becomes Solarus. Inherits a pretty significant chunk of Sentry's power, it seems. And, get this, no sign of the Void. Not a trace.
So she's like, what, Sentry 2.0, but without all the baggage?
Maybe. It's possible she's the exception to the rule, the one who can wield that power without being consumed by the darkness.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool, a fresh start for Sentry's legacy.
It would be quite the twist. But it does beg the question, if Mallory is truly free of the Void, where did it go?
It's out there somewhere, isn't it? Just lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to rear its ugly head.
And when it does, well, let's just say the universe better watch out.
So there you have it. A hero as bright as a million exploding suns, locked in an eternal battle with his own inner darkness. Death, rebirth, cosmic powers up for grabs. And it all makes you wonder, right? What does it really mean to be powerful? Is it the ability to move mountains? Or is it the strength to confront your own demons even when they're as powerful as the Void?
That's the question at the heart of Sentry's story. And honestly, I don't think there's an easy answer.
That's the mark of a truly great comic book character, wouldn't you say? Leaves you with more questions than answers, gets those brain synapses firing on all cylinders. So what do you think? Hit us up on social media and let us know your theories, your hopes, your dreams for the future of Sentry and the rest of the Marvel Universe. Until next time, keep diving deep, friends.